The first $1,000 that you make on YouTube, it's the hardest. And I know, I'm a ways past that point. And I'm going to show you exactly how much YouTube pays me. And is it worth all that time and effort? If you're considering making videos or you want to know how much YouTubers earn, you've landed in the right spot. I'll show you an inside look at YouTube. It's the second largest search platform in the world behind Google. And they're both owned by the same company, Alphabet. My channel, it's just been a side passion project for about 4 years, and roughly 2 years ago is when I enrolled in the YouTube Partner Program. This program is how you can monetize directly from YouTube. And to become eligible, you need 1,000 subscribers, and on top of that, you need at least 4,000 watch hours over the past 12 months. Or more recently, you can swap that out with 10 million views on shorts. Those are the short form videos, and that's over the past 90 days. So after my first year of YouTubing, I became eligible, but I wasn't in a rush to sign up for this program. I had one video with over 100,000 views, just blown out of the water. It's hard to predict what's going to do well. And that pushed me above the limits. And I didn't expect it to continue. I didn't want to have to go through all that effort of signing up and then lose access later. However, I did learn later that once you've enrolled, even if you fall back below those requirements, you still stay in the program. But I did have another hesitation, and running ads, it's annoying. But YouTube, it's going to do it anyways and keep all the revenue. So I started using YouTube's default ads. You can turn them on with a few clicks. It's really easy to do in the back end or the creator side on YouTube. Up to the point I was able to monetize, I had put hundreds of hours into researching topics and creating videos. And since turning on monetization, I've put hundreds of more hours in. So how has all this paid off? Now, there is a huge benefit that's not measured in dollars. I'll explain how, but first, let's talk dollars. Over the life of my channel, I've made about $1,700. This is based on over 500,000 views since turning on monetization. And my highest earning video has brought in over $400. In the content world, the topic of that video, it's considered evergreen. It keeps on pulling in views as people continue to search that topic, which that specifically is a front license plate holder for Teslas. However, this is uncommon. Most of my videos, they drop off and they'll only average maybe $5 to $10. But now what determines how much I make on these videos? There are a few big factors that determine how much a creator can earn with YouTube ads. And of course, a big top line metric, it's total views. The more views you have, the more ad potential. But this breaks down further into both topic of the video and overall engagement. For example, if a YouTuber covers video game content, that'll likely have a lower payout per 1,000 views. On the other hand, advertisers tend to pay more for personal investing topics or people that are interested in cars because that leads to higher purchase items. Advertisers, they need to justify their spending, and it's a constant game of trying to figure out the best ROI, or the return on the investment, or the invested advertising dollars. Some audience, they're just more willing to pay for products and services than others. The other big factor is audience engagement. A higher average watch time on a video tends to mean more ad revenue, and this makes sense for advertisers. If people are watching the topic longer, they're more interested in it. And this can help advertisers place better products. To quantify, YouTube uses the acronym CPM and RPM. They're useful stats. Now CPM, it stands for the cost per milli, or in other words, the cost per 1,000 views. This is how much advertisers pay on average per 1,000 views. And for an example, my video on finding free Tesla charging. It isn't long and it comes in just below 4 minutes. However, it has a solid CPM of close to $17. This is how much advertisers have paid roughly per 1,000 views. But now how much of that do I actually get to keep? What does YouTube pay the creators? Well, it's that other acronym, RPM. which stands for revenue per milli. Now, it's a fraction of the CPM, and with the same video that I just showed, it shows close to $6. That means YouTube has paid me roughly 35% of what advertisers have paid to advertise on that video. YouTubers can see these revenue stats across their entire channel as well. Another note is that some advertisers' spending is also seasonal. For example, depending on the YouTube or channel topics or the video topics, revenue might be higher in November and December as advertisers push for holiday sales. Overall, the default ad revenue, it's nice to have, but I'm not going to be retiring on it anytime soon. And I should probably put a little more effort into finding a job. I'm done with my big Tesla adventures or living out of my Tesla full time. I hope to do still more of that, just shorter trips. But I've been off work for more than a year and a half, so should probably get back to earning a living. As most creators grow, so does their revenue from other sources. Brand deals or their personal products that they create, those tend to make up the bulk of large creator revenue. Even as a small YouTuber, companies have reached out to me with free products and affiliate deals. However, I've decided to pass on any paid deals so far. I've accepted a few free products, though I make it clear in the videos when I am showing a free product. On top of that, there are more ways to earn money as a creator. YouTube, it's tested many other features, and I was surprised to see last year a viewer comment, which was almost a $10 super thanks. It's the only one I've received, and that's always appreciated. If you're considering building up a YouTube channel, I'd advise not focusing on ad revenue. Instead, just focus on creating the content. That's the hardest part, and staying consistent with putting out new videos is really challenging to do. A 5-minute video might take close to 10 hours to put together, if you're writing a script, doing all the filming, multiple takes, editing. It's a lot harder than just sitting down, and I don't want to waste your time, so I generally write a script. So I'm very concise and value-driven with what I share. And once you put out more content, you're just able to learn and you can speed up the process some. So either way, competition, it also continues to grow with most topics. To stand out, you just really have to create more useful and entertaining content. Two of my main goals with my YouTube channel are learning to tell better stories and sharing ideas and research. And one of the biggest benefits so far has been connecting with people. I love hearing from many of you, and the follow-up comments that I get on subsequent videos, it really just makes my day. I found that to be one of the most valuable pieces to this whole experience. Improving my storytelling, that's great, but meeting a lot of interesting people digitally and some while traveling around the US last year. And a little tip, if you want responses from bigger YouTubers, they can actually see how many comments you've left across all their videos. They might be a little more likely to respond if you've left multiple comments, and you can test it out. Feel free to leave a comment on my video here. Overall, is starting a YouTube channel worth it? There's a lot more effort that goes into it than many people might assume. And overall, it just depends on your goals. If you want to reach a niche audience and share ideas, I'd say go for it. And the sooner you start, the more you're going to learn and improve. And don't get too bogged down with perfecting things from the start. You really don't need fancy equipment to put out good content. I've been tempted to upgrade my equipment many times, but this is really just a distraction. That's unless you're in a niche topic like fancy photography or high-tech video or high-tech tech videos. Then you do want high quality video. I've intentionally kept my setup simple. I've filmed almost all my videos on an iPhone that was released in 2018, and it's halfway through 2024 today. I even edited most of my videos on that phone as well. Although I did switch to editing on an iPad here for my Tesla adventures. One important note on the quality side, audio quality can actually be more important to keep people watching compared to visuals. Although you don't need much. A cheap lavalier mic can do the job, and I bought one early on for close to $20, and it's worked well all this time. Now, if you have any questions about YouTubing, creating videos, or living out of a Tesla, I plan to share more content around that. Please don't hesitate to reach out with any comments or questions, and I hope to see you again soon.